Just Another Podcast is now powered by Agent Bollywood, Sharbina and Ismail, the ideal partner for all your property needs.
Engaging Sharbina Property Matchmaker as your property consultant is a smart investment that can save you time, money and stress.
Contact Agent Bollywood at 9181-4262 right now. Yo! Welcome back to Just Another Podcast.
Okay, so I got a question that I wanted to ask you earlier, but termis. Okay, I want to ask you. Should fathers celebrate Mother's Day? Should fathers put in the effort
On Mother's Day?
on Mother's Day? Normally we see kids with the handmade cards. Dalil mana? Hadis apa? This year is sentimental no, when I got the card from Curly Fries. I realised it'll be the last one.
Okay, the last one usually give card.
No, normally they do cards in kindergarten. Then when they go primary school, they don't bother.
Right.
So every year I've been getting since Maman How many years? Maman is 14 years. I've been getting cards every year. So this year Curly is K2. Next year she's going P1.
Yeah.
Then I realised I'm not going to get cards anymore. What?
Right.
Touching. Sentimental, yeah.
Yeah. But so Zach have to write
Cha, do you hear that? So yeah, what do you think? Like, okay, for me this year, Lecha really put in the effort.
Yeah.
He brought me for a rest and relax kind of trip.
Yeah.
Yeah. So do you think like fathers
short getaway lah?
should they put in the effort or should they just like the kids saja lah yang do it?
Depends
Because the fathers make them mothers also. Without fathers, there's no mothers.
That's true.
Without mothers, there's no fathers.
Yeah. Okay, I mean the question I'm going to throw back to you is going to be a bit controversial.
Okay, let's go.
Do mothers celebrate Father's Day?
That's another part lah.
Oh. So sometimes I feel like fathers are often forgotten.
Should spouses celebrate
each other
on that
days.
Father's Day, Mother's Day?
I mean, at the end of the day, I've heard of that before. The one that I said just now. Haram.
Okay, Valentine's Day and all that. Okay lah, because it's on Saint Valentine's.
Right.
There's like another context to it. But this one is just Mother's Day, Father's Day. Just a day to celebrate
to appreciate your parents.
Yeah, so
I don't see anything wrong. But of course, I mean, there will be people who say this kind of thing.
Of course.
So yeah, just a joke lah.
Yeah.
I mean, I think at the end of the day, it's your niyat that matters most. Whatever day it is, even whatever Saint Valentine's, if you want to appreciate your spouse on that day, your niyat is to just show love.
Yeah,
it's still fine lah.
Because it's
you don't
ego.
Have to say, Happy Valentine, unless you verbalize it.
Yeah,
then that's wrong lah.
Sometimes it's just the ego that you don't want to show. You just don't want to buy flowers Aku lebih
Yeah.
Then you realise, okay, Valentine's Day. Okay lah, just use this as an excuse lah.
It's just a reason lah.
A reason for me to buy. Then the wife be like, why am I getting flowers? Oh, Valentine's Day. But actually, it's just to cover up that ego-ness sometimes.
Yeah, while we are on this topic, maybe I give a few tips to the men out there.
Alright, let's go.
Right, so since it's haram, right? And since Valentine's Day, everything is so expensive, you buy flowers a few days after that. Because the flowers will be discounted.
Correct.
Then you
the
save money.
All.
You tak dosa. Everything will be cheaper. So you still appreciate your wife, but you appreciate cheaper lah. That's my tip lah.
And then the mothers, when the husband do that, right? Just appreciate. Just say thank you. Yeah.
At least you get something.
Correct.
Yeah. That's my tip for all Muslim men out there lah.
Okay, thank you very much.
Going back to this, so ultimately it's really just a reason to celebrate. So it's nice to celebrate women who are moms, whether it's your own sister even, right? So it doesn't need to be your wife. It's nice to do that lah.
Yeah.
You just show appreciation for their duty, for what they have done, right? I mean, I think as being a parent myself right now, we often overlook what our parents have done for us.
Yeah.
We always hear, your parents did everything for you. We always hear it. Sometimes it's just verbalize it. You see movie, they cry. It's all about loving your parents and all these things. But when you the parent, that's when you really appreciate being a parent.
Okay, right? It can go both ways.
It can go the other way as well.
But we keep this for another topic.
Okay. This one always has a toxic stories.
No, I don't have toxic. It's just that you some people experience the other way, because as much as we see people celebrating mothers on Mother's Day, on my IG stories and on my social media, I see those who are longing for a mother. Like I have a mom, but my mom is a shell of who she used to be. So I don't long how she was last time. Yeah, so this is a topic for another day.
You want to talk about this? We can. I mean, it's a good topic actually.
But we haven't.
Okay, that's a teaser lah. A teaser for you all lah.
If you all like this topic, please
let us know.
comment on our Spotify.
Hit likes.
First, follow. Second, rating 5 star. Nothing less than that. Then comment that you want to hear this topic. Then we will do it.
Right, yeah.
3 things.
I agree.
Yeah.
Yeah, just comment. We're going to do it anyway, but just comment. Okay, going back to this. So as I was saying, so it's good to appreciate I mean any parent, right?
Yeah.
Because once you are a parent yourself, then you understand the struggles that you face, right? As a parent, the sacrifices they do, right? Of course, there's a flip side. People are being neglected by their parents.
Yes.
They long for a mother's love or father's love.
Yeah, we actually have a guest coming up that can even talk more about this one.
Wow, okay.
Yeah.
Just comment, please. You want comment? Just comment.
Yeah.
We are doing this topic, but just comment.
Yeah, and I love toxic stuff. I read somewhere toxic is actually talk, TALK, SICK.
Hui.
So it's toxic. You're talking about sick stuff that is happening.
You are sick.
So toxic is actually toxic, guys.
Okay. Oi,
continue with this suspend.
Okay. Going back to this topic. Yeah, so I mean, it could go anyway. So we will leave it as a cliffhanger to discuss.
Yes, correct. Comment.
Going back to this, I think we should appreciate any mothers out there, right?
Yes.
And of course, the most important person in your life is someone who is sleeping next to you, right? Someone who's taking care of you, your household, your kids, and I mean in my case my mom, right? So my wife is very important, right? So it's not wrong to show
the backbone
the appreciation to your spouse on Mother's Day. In fact, you should, right? If you don't, then I mean, up to you lah. At the end of the day, that one is your own prerogative.
Your marriage, your life, your pasal lah.
So I mean, people may question why display, why show, why need to show, right? But I think it is inspiring, right? So if your niyat was just to show love and to riak, right, then it's wrong lah.
It's wrong. It's totally wrong.
So I made a post about my wife, right? And I feel that she deserves it, right? Because I think people need to realize that mothers do a lot, right? Especially, I mean, I totally appreciate what she do in us taking care of my mom, right? That's something that I will always credit her,
of course,
because without a strong spouse, this could cause tension.
Yeah, mother-in-law, daughter-in-law has always been toxic base, but for her to take care is really amazing.
And it could cause a lot of problems within the family. If I couldn't take care of my mom, then who would take care? So it's a whole vicious cycle, you see. So having a very strong spouse who supports you in this aspect or any aspect of your life, even with my career, even with doing this, so I feel like she deserved that post.
Yeah, of course.
Right, and also it's to inspire people lah. So people, men out there who probably have not shown enough appreciation for the wife, maybe they got inspired by my post. I don't know. I mean, I'm not an influencer. I'm doing it because out of love.
I saw another post also on Mother's Day. So this wife put up a photo of 2 keropok and 1 yogurt or something lah. So she put it up. Then she said that my husband is not the type to write. My husband is not the type to express. He's not the type who does all this. But just walking into a kitchen, seeing these 2 vinegar chips and the yogurt, this is how he showed me love. So this is how I know that I'm loved by him. I don't need.
Nice.
We don't need like validation. We don't need words. We don't need. Excuse me. Don't need all those kind of thing. Just by looking at that 2 keropok, already know that my husband loves me.
Yeah, nice.
So actions sometimes speaks louder than words lah. Yeah,
I completely agree. I think, but then you see, there's a lot of times where spouse complain about their partner, right, not showing enough appreciation, right, because the expectation is to verbalize it, right. So this is where you and your spouse will need to have that conversation, because some people are not good with their words, right. As much as I talk a lot, people think that I'm good with my words, but when it comes to this kind of thing, I'm not good actually.
You know what? I made Lecha do. No, I also have the same problem, right? He doesn't express himself much, right? I made him do the love quiz, the love language quiz, just to figure out how do I love you.
Yeah.
I need to know how to love you. So I make him do the love language quiz. Then I realized that for him, quality time is the most important. Not gifts, not words, not acts of service. All this is just quality time. So when I reflect back, you see that the R&R, right, it's just me and him, you know.
Yeah.
We finally get to sit down and talk. And I miss him so much. I literally tell him that I miss you because we don't have this one-on-one much with the madness of raising kids.
Yeah.
So find out how to love your spouse. Yeah. Like for me, it's physical touch. So when I randomly go and just put my hand on him, then I'll tell him I'm charging. Then he will just let me be. I charge lah all you want because I just put my hand on his back and I'm saying I'm charging. Okay, fine. So find out what is your spouse love language.
Yeah.
And things become easier lah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can do that quiz or just have that conversation with your partner.
Yeah, correct.
Just understand. Okay, how do you want me to show?
How do you want me to love you? Yeah.
Correct. So I mean, because sometimes we like that example, right? The vinegar. Was it vinegar?
Vinegar chips.
Vinegar chips.
Yeah.
Vinegar chips and yogurt drink.
I think it was it. I forgot, but it's just 2 keropok pack and one.
Whatever lah. The crackers and the drink lah. Okay.
Correct.
Crackers and drink. It's good that she realised it. Is it?
Yes.
Other people will think, what nonsense is this? Why you buying me this? I don't even eat vinegar chips. You know, that kind of thing. So it's good that she realised that's how the husband love her lah.
Yes.
Yeah. So it's sometimes not what you show, but it's how you receive the love from your husband.
Correct.
Or your spouse.
Yeah. Wow, this is good episode for us to.
Wow,
we can keep it. Yeah.
Okay.
Comment.
Comment. If you want us to expand on that parenting part.
Yes, correct.
Someone have a lot to luahkan. Okay, so as I was scrolling social media, I came across this particular article I want to share with you all. It's this patisserie, okay, it's called Floor Patisserie, a Japanese-inspired bakery in Siglap. It's closing down after 13 years of operation.
That's very long, eh?
Yeah, and the reason cited was because of rising rental costs, right? So the landlord wanted to increase the rent from 5,400 to 8,500. That's crazy. That's 2,900.
Almost double.
Almost double, 57% increase. It's crazy.
Yep.
Right. So this is a sharp increase from their rental over the 12 years. So what the owner, Miss Heidi Tan, she said that she was paying $4,000 when she first started the business in 2013. It has been more or less like that for 12 years, right? For 10 years, for 9 or 10 years until 2022, where it only increased to about 4,500 somewhere, right? So more or less about 4,000, 4,500 for the 10 years lah. Until 2022, a new landlord came in, and that's where it increased the rental from 4,500 to 5,400, $900 jump. Okay, which is about 20%.
Yep.
Okay, so then this new landlord, after the renewal 3 years later, which is now 2025, asked for 8,500, a 57% increment.
Greedy,
right?
Greedy.
The landlord greedy, yeah?
Greedy.
Confirm. Right? Like this is crazy. So, okay. I mean, I think in normal business sense, it's normal to increase, right? Everything, inflation, things are increasing. But it's 57% is crazy.
A lot, yeah.
Right? Okay, granted, like the rental initially was quite good lah, right? From 4,000 and increase only $500 over the course of 9 years. That is something unheard of lah. So she was very lucky to enjoy that. But that's the old landlord. The new landlord came in straight away, pumped 20%.
Yep.
Fair enough. Okay, 20% once. Then now you want 57%. I don't think it's justified at all. What do you think?
I think it's terrible. Greed.
Kan?
Even for me, I don't even have. Okay, this is my thinking for the new landlord. Okay, he came in. He see that this business is doing very well.
I think so too.
So why is the rental so low? Like for me, my production, right? When I first started, okay, example, this is not the correct price. Example, my production, my cost price was actually $20. $20 are starting my cost price. Okay, then my production team starts to realize, kakak, like, or they call me kakak I call him boss man. So he saw like, like
making money.
Yeah. Why the order keep going up? Like, this is $20 really enough? So he keep going up. He went to 22. Then he went to 25. Then he went to 28. So at that point, I'm like, hello, what are you doing? Okay, so I pull the handbrake. The moment I pull handbrake, then he was like goyang already. Alamak, kakak is missing. Because you're earning from me, and when you keep on raising, I definitely go and find somewhere else, right? So I've been MIA from my current team for about, I think last was when I opened booth. That was the last when I stock up, which is February, I think January. Now goyang already. So she's like, kakak, how are you? Kakak, how are you? Been sending me messages about kakak, how are you? Can sense that I'm going to jump ship already. So great lah. The moment you see like, okay, these people that I'm working with, they are doing very well, I also must do very well lah.
This kind of people, they must get shot lah. One more time lah. Yeah, that's why you heard a horror story, because it's a horror story lah. So it's crazy. I think a fair amount will be around that 20% mark.
That one sounds fair.
Yeah, so the initial one where they increased by $900, which is 20%, is fine.
Yeah.
This one should be, okay lah, increase 1,000 lah. By 6,400, 6,500 lah. Max lah, give you 100 additional lah. You, not only 6,500, not even 7,000, not 7,500, not 8,000, 8,500, you are mad!
My favourite restaurant, just in front here also. Kelapa, Jalan Kelapa. I think those who follows me will know that I like to go there and eat Padangton. Okay, same problem. The rental just shoot up. So for me, I feel additional heart pain because they did up the place very nicely. Your renovation cost is from you also.
Yeah.
And then you already put in everything. Yeah. And then suddenly there's a 50% spike. How you haven't even make back the money, and then now have to pay a high rental. Yeah. And such talented chef, really good food, is gone.
Yeah, I mean, this is just one of the many cases that we are seeing at Padangton.
I feel very sad.
Many others I saw recently also, Savaro also closed down. Yeah. So I mean, you just go through my favorite blogger, Halal Food Blog.
Yeah.
Adam. So he will update. So sometimes he will have that post like, this one closed down, this one closed down. I think we are seeing quite often.
Rumi had to shift from prime to non-prime.
Yeah.
Is there something going on? They shifted.
Okay,
yeah, they went from a prime spot to the back.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Is that rental issue also? We don't know.
We also don't know.
Yeah.
But the thing is, these are big names, not small.
Big names,
They already make their names already, and yet they're struggling.
Yeah. Another one is Denise, the prawn noodles. She started off with a small hawker shop. Okay, so she sell prawn noodles. Then she did several different locations. But small one. They keep raising. So she decides that if I were to have 3, right, the cost price, let's say per month is going to be like 20k the rental. Might as well I just get a whole coffee shop and do what I want with it which is what she did.
Oh, is it?
Because she has the finances, she can push. She did it. So she got herself dekat Jalan Masjid Shout out to them
Okay.
Yeah.
But not everyone is lucky.
Correct,
right?
but she got to be savvy when to pull the plug. Yeah.
Because right now we are talking about like small businesses, right?
Yes.
These are people who are struggling to make ends meet, you know, and chasing their passion and growing their brand every day. We will understand because we are a small business as well, right? So I mean, I want to share what the owner said, right? She said, Miss Heidi Tan cited restrictive manpower policies is one, rising ingredient costs is another one, and also this increase in the rental has made it difficult for small businesses to survive. She called out the government. She asked the government, can you help step in and put policies in place to control or to regulate the rental costs? Because she felt that, I mean, it's an open market. So the landlord, the property agents, they just increase. They say, oh you making money. I can try. Push. If you don't want, you chow. I get another new tenant. So this is the thing that they are playing right now because it's open market. And it's fair enough because it's we live in a capitalist society. So that's the thing that she. I mean, seeing these kind of big names or growing names is sad, right? Because do you think this is the reason why we are seeing a rise? Of course, COVID is the main issue, right? And people realizing that they can operate businesses from their own homes. Is this the reason why we are seeing more HBB right now? And like we see, you quoted a couple of examples just now that they close down or they move to a non-prime location. Even a shop in front, remember I just bought a drink. After a couple of weeks I saw them close. They were pretty decent name. I don't remember their name, sorry, but they were pretty decent in name. But it's just the location as well that they're not out there. So these are things that we are seeing on a daily basis, right? Do you think this is why we are seeing more home-based businesses coming up?
I think so. I myself, I don't dare to get a brick and mortar right now. I'm still playing booth.
Right.
And even then with booth also, I'm still scared to go and play with the current climate where we are paying big monies but there's no footfall.
Yeah.
There's no profit coming from it.
Yeah.
So I guess brick and mortar
So I mean in our community we are seeing a lot of HBB.
Yes.
A lot of them are going to booths, right? Bazaar.
And they are going to industrial places.
Industrial places.
Yes. Like Central Port. Those that is very neither here nor there.
Right.
They can play, they can bend the rules a little bit. Like, I'm putting here for storage, but you can come here and view my product.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
They are not exactly brick and mortar.
Right.
They are just like
storage
skirting
spaces
around as long as they don't get caught. So there are business owners that I know that are doing that.
That time there was one event that was closed, or I mean it was supposed to be a fair, is it?
Where?
You shared with me that article like a few businesses came together to do like a whole
bazaar.
fair, not really a bazaar, like their open house kind of
Flea
thing.
market.
A flea market. That's the word. So a flea market, and then it was shut down because someone reported them or something.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Just in front here, Fluff Bakery. Yeah, same thing.
Same thing, right?
Yes, HBBs. She actually owns the place lah. She's renting it. It's her license. But she called up a few HBBs like Teh Tarik, some other goodies to just she hosts it.
Yeah.
But people report, so that's it gone. They kena gun down.
So sad, right? So I mean, we are seeing all this, right?
Yeah.
People doing flea markets, home-based businesses. I mean, even this one, you're saying that they have a restaurant here, Fluff Bakery.
Yeah.
Well-known names, and they're also doing their own flea market,
Exactly,
right?
and she was just happily promoting. Then 2 days later, sorry, we have to cancel the event because someone sabotaged.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's difficult to survive nowadays with small businesses, and when you see the rental costs going up, it's a danger lah.
Yeah.
So I hear a few chatter or rather comments that people are saying that this might cause the rise in franchises and the closing down of small businesses. Last time when we go to the mall, right, we see all these unknown names. This uncle selling spectacle.
Yeah.
This auntie selling clothes. Right?
Yeah.
She sold.
Yeah.
Right. We don't see those kind
No
of things.
more, yeah.
Right now it's the same kind of shop.
Yeah.
Every mall you go, same shop.
Same thing.
Right.
Yeah.
That food court also sounds like same. Right. The same food. It's just different location.
Correct.
Is this
So what's the point of opening so many malls also?
Can.
It's the same people again and again.
right? So is this a problem? Like we're gonna be like seeing all these franchises, rich get richer.
Yeah.
And then we as consumer don't have diversity in variety rather.
Yeah.
In food consumption.
Yeah.
We are seeing lesser. Like that day we were talking about bazaar,
Yeah.
right? And we're talking about where are the local delights, the ipepo, the pisang goreng and all these things.
Yeah.
Right.
That's why I say the Havoc Festival in JB. It's a Bazaar Ramadan on steroid. I found like this. They have retail also. So they have this jersey like Choi. You know the Choi brand, right? But a bit different. Their own local brand. You know, and
Right.
it's beautiful. I grab for everybody, even myself. But to support local, you can physically see it.
Yeah.
And it's one of the booth lah at the Havoc Festival, and they also have one at Angsana, but booth, not the brick and mortar. So I feel here we don't have much of that opportunity.
Yeah.
Even though we have the expo, we have the whatever fest that is coming up and all that, they have been texting me, but I still feel heavy to join their fest right now at the moment. I feel that there should be more done.
Yeah. So do you think that the government should look into this
Of
whole
course,
rental thing?
They
right?
need
I mean,
to.
we are seeing the same. I don't want to name the
Yeah.
name shops lah. You all know lah. You all go to any mall, you'll see the same 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
And you will see the
names.
men all wearing that particular U brand. All of them look the same. You know that this comes from there, right?
Yeah. So I mean, we don't see those kind of businesses anymore, right?
Yeah.
Because rental is so high. Right? If you go more, I mean, nowadays even like these kind of places where we are near Arab Street, businesses are closing down.
Yep.
Right. Yeah. So it's a concern that the government need to look into it.
They need to put in some cooling measures.
Cooling measures.
Yeah. Like how HDB, when property starts to skyrise, like right now 1.1 million and all that, right? They need to put in. This one also need to go into parliament again.
They don't have for commercial property.
I don't think so lah. If not, why are people calling out? If they have, then I don't think this would happen. They need to look into it.
Yeah. So she is saying that obviously
govern this part lah.
Yeah, this owner Harita give some good suggestion also. She said like maybe the government should find those landlord who have what do you call that shops that is vacant for very long because why is it vacant? Right? Are you charging too high?
Yeah.
You know, why is it left vacant, you see? So these are the kind of things that they could put into place. Right? Because like, I mean, it works for them also, you see.
Yeah.
If they have a tenant, they make money lah.
Correct.
But if you leave it vacant, you're not making money. So what is that for, right? Is there some other game in play that we don't know?
Or maybe this is another part that I'm lacking in. We don't know how to look into grants. Maybe it's already there. Government is providing the support, but we are just not the ones that's going to go and look at it.
Okay.
Like there is tech support where they give you a fund for you to buy laptops and for you to upgrade the system in your company.
Yeah.
Then there are grants for those that is in retail doing clothing.
Yeah.
They will pay for your inventory, like how you're gonna produce your clothing. There's so many grants and options. Maybe these businesses are not looking into it. I don't know.
I mean, yeah, definitely there are grants and all those things that you mentioned.
Yeah.
And it may help your business, but there's no like grants or policies in place for rental lah.
Yeah.
That's the topic here lah.
So maybe there is. Maybe we don't know.
Maybe you also don't. But I mean, the fact that she posted it and she's
in business for very long.
She's in business for very long, and this news came up. You know, I'm sure people.
Yeah, maybe.
I didn't see any comments saying that. Hey, have like. What nonsense you're saying? You know, there's already grants in place. There were people agreeing with her. You know, there's not many people saying.
So it needs to be governed, in a way.
It needs to be governed.
It needs to be
policies. Parliament 2030.
Again, there's another policy.
Okay. Yeah. So that's pretty much it. I think. I mean, we are seeing this trend where early on during the Ramadan, right? I have commented before, like why are we seeing a lot of people in the community doing bazaar?
Yeah.
But because of this, right? The rental, having a brick and mortar shop is so expensive.
Scary.
I cannot have that. Right?
Yeah.
So that's why I'm doing this. I'm doing home base. I get my brand out, and then I do all this booth lah.
Yeah.
And then people complaining too many bazaar.
Yeah.
But we need that many bazaar for these businesses to survive.
Exactly.
So this is government help lah.
Actually, when we were waiting for the burger, right? Okay, this one just an idea lah. Whoever's listening to it, you wanna get it. Okay. So we were saying that the food is amazing. We need to bring this food to Singapore. After that, the two of us standing there looking at the food and all that. Then we were saying, okay, Ojan said that he had to bring in his equipment and everything. It's super expensive. Ingredient, everything he has to bring, right? So then we just like for talking, imagine like we have like maybe $500,000 or something. Maybe somebody can have a central kitchen. Okay, and then let all these vendors that is from Havoc come and use your kitchen to prepare and all that. But then they sell it at Bazaar Ramadan. Can fly what? They don't have to bring in their equipment. Ingredients you get from here. You are the one that is holding on to their not their creativity, their product in a way. You produce it with them. You give the kitchen, they prepare, they sell, you take a cut from it. Win-win what?
There's already someone doing it.
Who?
But they're doing it for home base, not for Malaysian businesses.
But Singapore, they need to do better.
Oh, they need to get over. No. Then people complain why promoting overseas food, not Singaporean food.
Because they're doing it like sedap gila, bro. You all balik-balik spat lah, some potato lah, and then some. It's the same food. Like when we go to Havoc and we go to Bazaar Gilang, so much of difference. Okay, no need Bazaar Gilang the normal expos also lah.
I don't agree. You know why not? I think the moment they come in, right, then it's no longer appreciated. Look at all those that came in, people will be like, why is that roti awan was here? People were criticizing.
Yeah.
Right? All this.
But they're still boom, right?
They still make money.
Exactly. So you still can make money from it.
Yeah,
like the recent one I saw, the petrol, that one is cool.
What petrol?
The one they serve drink through the petrol thing.
Quite some time already.
Quite cool.
Shuk brought it in.
No lah.
Yeah, he did.
Is his?
He brought it before.
Oh, is that?
I don't know if it's now his, but that time he brought it before.
I saw another influencer promoting the one I sent you. So I thought like, that concept is cool. Actually, the booth concept in Malaysia also, they really decorated it nicely. It's like you walking into a boutique. When as compared to what we walk in SG, nobody put in the effort. I feel that you all should up your game also lah. Even me lah. I will also try to up my game lah if I have the budget lah. But amazing
It's the availability of resources I think Singapore don't have that many resources that is affordable to do their booth like that. Sana banyak. There's so many creative people.
Lama gila sih Romy booth.
Yeah, so I don't know. I'm a bit like what I always say, right? A bit more nostalgic and traditional. I like things the way they are.
The way they are.
So if I want to experience that, I want to go Malaysia and experience that. The moment they come in,
True
it's like that. So
maybe I just sick of the current food Same thing again and again
But there's still a lot. I mean, Yeah, I agree with you.
I get
to a certain
excited
degree.
when I find new ones. Like recently, there's one shop. I don't know I forgot their name. Also nasi sambal goreng sedap gila sih. Local lah. They have a shop in Hougang.
Oh yeah.
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 So you get excited when you see something new and affordable lah. Yeah.
So are you saying that even in bazaar we are seeing franchises, like the same businesses again and again?
Yeah.
At the different expos,
different
and
locations,
bazaars,
same thing, same people.
Right.
Yeah. I do it bazaar twice. I did booth twice. Both I meet the same people. We start to like, hey members, you have become like, hey members. Padahal we only met during that 2 booth. So if you play booth longer, you will be meeting the same people again and again. What?
Okay. All right.
Yeah. So much food for thought.
No, now that you say this, then you know that problem is the same thing lah.
Yeah.
Then you look at it from a different perspective. Okay, so from one lens, you see there's organizers of bazaar. So obviously they will give to those who have already ada nama lah.
Yeah.
Right, because these people know how to do the business lah.
Yeah.
They have done it before. Right, and likewise, if you're a shopping mall organizer, you or rather whoever managing the shopping mall, and then you have your kopitiam or food court, obviously you'll be calling the same people lah.
Exactly.
People who are able to pay and people have to manage lah. If you give it to new business, you don't know whether they can manage.
Exactly.
They may have some issues and all that.
Yeah. I have one business owner friend, my mentor. She only play booth that is in malls. So the foyer, she will only play there.
Those push cart kind of thing lah.
First May, she just opened her first brick and mortar at Woodlands Causeway Point. So it's going. It's really going. So what I felt that she has done is she played the bazaar long enough for her to bring her clientele big. That when she has a brick and mortar, right, people no longer have to wait for you to be at this mall and that mall. I know where you are, I'm going to come for you. That's another way. So you know that you can cover your rental there because you've been paying rental in malls at the foyer. Plus minus, if you put it all together, you're paying for the brick and mortar. So you got to see how you're going to play this game.
Yeah. But still, I mean, from what we have seen, it's a dangerous
Yes, I would never do it.
Yeah. So, I mean, we wish her all the best, of course.
Of course, yeah.
But so that's the concern lah.
Maybe I
That's
call her in and we ask her.
I mean, maybe the government need to come in and do all this first. Then it's easier for businesses like her to survive. Yeah. We wish her all the best.
Of course.
And so let us know your thoughts on this article and also whether fathers need to celebrate Mother's Day.
Yeah.
Okay.
Comment below. No, that's all.
Okay, comment below. Comment please.
Comment please, guys.
Comment.